Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Hope you're all well. So early hours of this morning I filmed my blusher inventory. I just wanted to do kind of letting you know what the video is all about. It's all about obviously my blushes, as I've just said, and about ones that I'm thinking about decluttering and ones that are going to be staying in my collection. I'm not 100% sure yet because there's quite a few blushes in there to test, so if you want to watch that video, carry on watching. Regarding this look that I've just done now, I've been using this I Heart Makeup Naked Chocolate Bar, and it's in my Shop My Stash video for April, for like the last 2 weeks of April. I'm going to be doing a new one on Saturday, so yeah, I'm going to be filming that Saturday, or it might be filmed Friday and then go up Saturday. I'm not sure yet, or it could go up Sunday. I think it will go up Sunday. Sorry, I'm rambling. I'm just trying to get used to this new schedule I talked about in my last video, so I'll leave that somewhere in the cards. But yeah, I filmed a look with it yesterday, so obviously that will be going up at some point as well. But the next video should be my Shop My Stash, as I've just put one up for Monday, and I do only want to stick to that twice a week schedule for now, because obviously I've got the blog to do as well, and I've not been doing any blog posts for quite a while. I think the last one was 4th of April, which was a long time ago. Well, not too long ago, but it feels like a long time ago just because I've not been doing it and I've had other things to do. So yeah, today I was a little bit torn of what lipstick to wear. I did go with this one. It's just the Charlotte Tilbury Very Victoria, dropping it. Really like these, and I like the Pillow Talk one as well. They are similar shades, so I don't think you need both of them in your collection. I'll be talking about this more in April's lipstick edit. But what I did want to use, and if I wasn't actually going to the hospital with my mum this morning, I probably would have used one of these, because I've not really got that much use out of it. I've wore it, but obviously not that much. It's Too Faced in Wham. This is so pretty, guys. I don't know if they make these anymore, but I really like it. And that's that shade there. It's like a nice pink with glitter in it. I mean, it's not that bad. I probably could have gotten away with wearing that. No, it's that one, sorry. Could have gotten away with wearing that, but this one is quite pigmented, and this one is the Urban Decay in the shade Cruel. So it looks like that. As you can see, it is quite vibrant, and I just don't think they're appropriate for the hospital, so I've stayed quite neutral on the eyes and also on the lips. But yeah, this is it for now, and thank you for watching, and come and check my blushes out. I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Okay, so I've just done my intro for this video. These were all my blushes lie, basically my single blushes. I've done a blush palette inventory. This is just my single blush inventory. Now I have got two back here, because they're just in really big bulky boxes. And they're the Makeup Revolution blushing hearts, and they're here like with my highlighters, just because they are quite highlighty blushes. They're more like blush toppers. So we've got this pinky one, and I think that's the one that I swatched. I don't know if you can see it because of the lighting. They are really nice. I've not had enough use out of these, so these need to get pulled really soon. And then no, sorry, that's the more peachy one. So that one will be that swatch there. Can't really see the swatches, but it is really pretty. And then we have the more pinky toned shade. I think I do prefer the peach one that I've just shown you. But yeah, I really like both of them. And like I said, they've not had much use. I just can't get, oh, that's that be fine. I just couldn't get them back in. So I say these are all the highlighters. I don't need to show you these just because I've done a highlighter collection. So let's work our way through this section first. So I've got this Dior one, which is still in its pouch, that I got in Portugal, and this is like a natural everyday blusher. Basically, it's like a smart blusher. It's in the shade Rosy Glow 001 Petal, and it just says it's a healthy glow awakening blush. And like most of my blushes in my collection, it's not had that much use. Yeah, so he's barely had any use at all. You can see that in the pan. So you get a nice brush and a blusher there, and it just, like, whatever colour you go when you blush naturally, it does that. So I basically call it a smart blush, and that's the shade of it there. I don't know if it's pointless me doing swatches because you're just not going to be able to see them on my hand just because of the angle that I'm doing. But yeah, that's the Dior one. And then I've got this really nice Hourglass one, and what shade's this in? It's Dim Infusion, and it's the Ambient Lighting Blush in the shade Dim Infusion, and again it's a coral blush. You are going to see a theme with these blushes, guys. I absolutely adore coral blushes. Then I've got another Dior one, so it comes in a really, really nice sleek packaging like that. And I'm not too sure what these are called. I know that they're really old blushes, but I actually bought this on a Facebook group from a lovely lady, and she didn't want it anymore because she wasn't wearing it. So yeah, I decided to buy it. I wonder if I can zoom in a little bit. Yeah, that's probably a little bit better. So yeah, really, really like that blusher. And with the right time of year now to start wearing these. This one hasn't had that much use, and it's the W7, the Double Bubble Blush OMGs, and these are a complete dupe for the Charlotte Tilbury ones. I don't care what anyone says, you can just see it. I've not got any of the Charlotte Tilbury ones. I really like this peach inside it. Not too sure about that. I think that would be more bronzy on me. But I've not actually used it. I've swatched it a lot. But yeah, I've not used it. I want to use it when I do my W7 makeup. I think I've got enough products now to actually use W7 all over the face. Apart from a mascara, I might have to get one of them. Or I might just use like a budget mascara. I've not decided yet. Then I've got this really, really nice one. This one was, it's like a blush topper again, and I've had it ages, but it is absolutely stunning. I don't know if they do it anymore, and it's the I Want Candy in the shade Love. I mean, just look at it, it is absolutely stunning. Let's see if I can do you a swatch of that. You can see how crumbly it is. I'm gonna see if it's, yeah, look how crumbly it is. I'm probably gonna have to bin this, or I might try and use it as an eyeshadow, just because it is quite crumbly and I don't really want that all over the cheeks. So yeah, I will try it as a blush. It's even gone on there. It's really crumbly, probably because it's so old. Might have to declutter that actually. Don't really want to be putting it on the eyes if it's like really crumbly like that. And then I've got a couple of excuse me, Miss Sporty Instaglow blushes. This one is in the shade Flushed Pink, which looks like that, and this one is in the shade Luminous Beige. And if I was to get rid of one, it would definitely be this one. Then this is the newest one to the collection. I got this for my birthday, and it's the Ciate London in the shade Date Night, and this is definitely a blush topper. I mean, how sleek is that packaging? And that's the blusher inside. It is so stunning, and again it's very peach themed. I've shown you that one. Again, I've got another one. I've had this in my collection ages, and it's the Revolution in the shade Treat, and this is kind of a peach one, but it's matte rather than it having a glow to it, so I don't know how I feel about that. So I'm going to be just seeing if I want to keep that in my collection. Then I have a couple of Essence ones. This one is in the shade 10 Peach Me Up. So again, it's another peach blush, really pretty, and these are so inexpensive. And then I have 20 in Berry Me Up, which doesn't look like it's even been used. So yeah, that definitely needs to be used. So these are going in the order of how I'm going to shop my stash. So yeah, that's that. And then I've got this one. I got this around Christmas time from a friend, and again it's the Ambient Lighting Blush in Luminous Flush. So that looks like that. And then again it's got peach themes running through it. So let's just pop these back. I'll just pop them back any old way, just so I'll sort that out properly later. Right, so we'll go to the next section now, which is this section. I've had this blush quite a while, and I could never get it to work for me because it's one of the baked blushers. I have kind of like removed some of like the top layer though, so I might be able to get that to work. And it's by Bourjois, and it's in the shade Jasper Rose. So I'm going to try that again, and if I don't like it, I'll declutter it. It's pointless keeping it in there if I don't like it. Then I've got this Natural Collection one in the shade Rosy Glow, and again I'm not too sure how I feel about this. It's kind of a mauvey shade, which I don't tend to use these blushes. I really just tend to stick to the coral ones. Then I've got these Max Factor ones. Now I got these before I got the Ambient Lighting ones by Hourglass, just because they are a complete dupe. You can see they are a dupe for them, and they are really good blushers. You can see that this one is well loved. The dome is completely used, like been flattened. Really pretty. Did I tell you the shade? I don't think I did. This one is in the shade 05 Lovely Pink, and I think that might be the one I've used the most. And then I've got this one in the shade Seductive Pink, which looks like that. I like all of these. These won't be getting decluttered. And then I have the shade Nude Mauve. If I was to get rid of any, it would probably be this one, because again it is a mauve shade, and I don't tend to use mauve shades. Then I have another Natural Collection one. I really do like this one. If I was going to keep one of these, it would be this blusher, and it's in the shade Sweet Cheeks, because again it's kind of like that coral shade that I like. Then I have this H&M blush. I'm losing my voice. Let me get a drink of water. That's better. So this is the only H&M blush I've got in my collection, but they are so nice. I've had this ages as well, and it's pink coral, and it's part of the Pure Radiance powder blushes. Now I got this when I went to Manchester a couple of years back, but how stunning is that blush? I mean, it doesn't look like a coral, it's more of a pink toned blush. If you want to see swatches of these guys, I'm going to do a poll, and if you do want to see them, I will do a swatch video on camera. It's just the angle of this tripod isn't really working out to do the swatches, so that's a bit grim. And to be honest, I probably wouldn't have enough time on the memory card, just because I only get 17 minutes and I probably need all that time just to actually show you the blushes. What are we on now? 11. I'm probably gonna have to like import this into Windows Media, and then, you know, I'll have to do another one. But yeah, let's crack on with the blushes. So this is the Illamasqua in the shades Lover and Hussy. You get two blushes and they're really, really nice. So I love this one, and somebody told me. Right, so I'm back. Hopefully there's enough charge on the camera now to actually finish the rest of this blusher inventory. So this is another one I've got. Again, it's very peach themed and it's by Sephora. I got this in Portugal when I went, and it's the it's in the shade Sweet on You, and it's a long lasting blush. I don't know if you can see that. It's really, really pretty. I've not used this enough either, so that needs to get some more use. Then I have this So Susan blush. Let's try and zoom you in again. So I've got this So Susan blush. It's a universal blush. It is a very, very glowy. Like I said earlier, if you do want to see swatches of all this, I'm more than happy to do it for you. You just need to leave me a comment and I will sort that out. I've got a Colourpop blush here. It's one of their super sharp blushes, and it's in here rather than in my Colourpop collection just because it doesn't fit. Like, I've tried to put all my Colourpop shadows in one drawer and there's a highlighter in it as well, so I didn't want to take up another drawer in my makeup collection for this, so I just thought I would put it into my basically my blusher drawer. Sorry, I can't even think straight. It's like 4 o'clock in the morning and I can't sleep, so I thought I would film this video. I'm taking my mum to the hospital in Manchester in a few hours, so really I should be sleeping, but I just thought I would do this video first. So this one is by Topshop and it's the shade Dream Phone. Again, I don't know if you can see that, but this one's like a mauvey tone as well. Now I don't know why I got these mauve shades, just because I don't really use mauve blushes. This one came in a look in a box and I got this on the way to Portugal. It's a very, very bronzy toned blush. I'm not too sure whether it's quite me, so I do need to test that out, and if I don't like it then I'll declutter it. I'll just probably pass it onto my niece. And this is one of the matte blushers in the shade Copper Tone. So I've done the second section, so let's move on to the last section. Hopefully I'll have enough memory to film this. I've had this a while as well. I really, really love this sleek black and gold packaging. It's by Ciate and Olivia Palermo. So you get a bronzer on one side, which has got a huge dip in, and then the blush on this side. I've not used the blush so much, so I really do want to concentrate on this and obviously use it and see if I still love it. This one, I'm not too sure how I feel about it. It's by Soap and Glory, and it's the Love at First blush, and it's in the shade, it just says it's a shimmer blush powder. I think this is the only one you can get, and it's got a wheel so you can concentrate your brush on whatever section you want, but it's very, very shimmery, and I do like a glowy blush, but I don't know how I feel about this, so this needs to be tested as well. Then it's the same for this one, this NYX illuminator. It says it's an illuminator, but to me, at the very least, it's a blush topper, and it's in the shade Chaotic. And it just looks like that. It has got fine like glitter, but that's just on the top, and when you reach this bit it's not so glittery, so I think it might just be an overspray. If I like it, I'll probably keep it, but it is quite powdery. I'm not too sure how I feel about it, if I'm being completely honest, so that needs to be tested. Another one that I don't know how I feel about it, I've kept it more for the packaging, is this Kiko one, and I think I got this in Portugal as well, and it's the Desert Dunes Trio in 03 Impulsive Mauve. I think I bought all these mauve toned blushes when before I knew what kind of blushes suited me, and because I'm so fair, I do suit more of a coral shade. I mean, I really like this pink here, but normally I do like put my brush in it all and mix it, and I've not used it in a long time. I just need to see what I think of it, and I don't want to keep these blushes in if I'm not going to use them. I may as well just give them to someone else, otherwise they're just going to go bad. And it's the same with this one. It's the L'Oreal Blush Sculpt Trio, so it's got a highlighter and 2 blushes in it. So this pink blush I absolutely love. This is worthless, to be honest. I mean, it's a really nice peach shade, but I mean, to get your brush in that, it just be difficult. I mean, I could use that as an eyeshadow. I'd get an eyeshadow brush in it, and then we've got an illuminator here, so a highlight. So I want to test that more. I think in this section are all the ones that I want to test. And then I've got this one from the Body Shop. I've had it quite a while, and again, yeah, I do want to test this more. What shade is it? 01 in the shade Petal. So you get a nice glowy blush, which is really bright, and then you get that highlighter. So yeah, that'll be getting tested. It's just the packaging is really bulky, so if I don't want it, I'm just going to get rid of it. Then I have this one. This is more of a blush topper, if I can remember. It's by Revolution, and it's in the shade Hard Day. And I know it doesn't look much in the pan, but it really is stunning. So yeah, I don't need to test that one. I do really like it. And I've got 3 of these, but in different shades. And again, I got these in Portugal when I went to Kiko. When I visited Portugal, I went into Sephora, I went into Kiko and a few other shops that I'd never visited in the UK. At that time, I don't even think we had a Kiko. Now we've got one in Manchester. I think that's the closest one. So yeah, really like that. So that's what it looks like. And they're like ombre blushes. So yeah, I really do like it. And this one I'll be definitely keeping that. And then I've got this one. So sorry, I didn't tell you the shade. So that one is in 01. Then I have this shade, which is in 02. It's really nice packaging. That one's a more mauvey shade, so I need to see how I feel about that. And then we've got a blue one at the back, which is in the shade 04. I didn't get 03 for whatever reason, and I think if I do end up decluttering one, it will be this one, just because it's really pink toned. But I might be wrong, you know, I might absolutely love it. I don't think I've even used this one. And then at the back is a blusher that I used a lot in March, and it's this Too Faced Papa Don't Peach. I absolutely love this. I love everything about it. I love the packaging, I love the way it smells. like before I used it in March, I hadn't used it in such a long time, and getting it out in March has made me realise just how much I do love it. So I've kept it on the back of this collection just to remind myself that I have actually used it. But that's all the blushes. Obviously I've got blush palettes that I've shown in my last video, and yeah, there is, I don't think I showed this one though. I'm not too sure whether I showed this one by Makeup Revolution. It's in Light and Glow. So basically you get the highlighter there and this blusher. I'm not too sure how I feel about that. So it's just about really like going through my makeup collection when I do my shop my stashes, and the items that I absolutely love will stay in, and the ones that I don't will get decluttered, passed over to friends and family. I've really been trying to help my niece build up her makeup collection because she didn't really have one before I started giving her like my my pre-loved items, and now she's got quite a bit, so I do try and help out people when I can. But if it's really old, then I just have to like take the hit really and put them in the bin. But yeah, this is all my blusher collection. I've got quite a lot there, and probably some at some point will be getting decluttered just because I don't need so many blushers, and it's the same with highlights really. But thank you for watching, it really does mean a lot. I have noticed that there has been a few subscribers, new ones. I would like to thank you so much for doing that. It really does mean a lot, and I'm loving responding to your comments. Just knowing that you're watching my videos means a lot to me. So old and new subscribers, I would really like to thank you for doing that, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.